Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist for Builderall, and today is Friday live Q&A day. So I'm going to start letting people in. Looks like Adrian's here. While everyone is popping in, I just want to let you know a few changes that are going on right now in our group. So, unfortunately, my Facebook page got shut down again. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I think this time maybe I got hacked. So not cool. But here's the downfall, okay? Because I just love to tell you guys the full transparency of why this is such a disaster. Hello, Adrian. So, um, so I have clients that I do social media for, and they're all linked to my Facebook page. And I also have our Builderall groups and all of these things that in my own group and my own page and all of that. I literally cannot access any of it. So as you guys know from the last time, that's why I actually created the e-learning and basically took everything off of Facebook. So I wanted to show you and tell you that we're actually going to be going full-blown e-learning. We are not going to be streaming in the group anymore because I can't, unfortunately. But I did want to give you guys kind of a tour and let you know how you can actually contact me. So let me actually do this. And then Adrian, if you have questions, I'll be happy to get to them. I just want to make sure.
Go ahead. Can you hear me, Bridget?
Yep, I can hear you.
Great, thanks.
Okay, so inside of our group e-learning, I just want to make sure that you guys know that, of course, you can contact me with your questions. If you go here to Ask Instructor, you'll actually see that you can type a message text to me, and then, of course, an email, and then send message to instructor, and then that way I can answer your question via email. You can also, there is a place somewhere on here, Ask Instructor. There is a place, I think, when you're actually in the modules that you can, comments here. So you can also comment here. This is a great tool that we have. And just to let you guys know, this is all built inside of Builderall. Everything that you see here is all Builderall, from the webinar tool to this e-learning to everything is Builderall, okay? Even this home page here is actually a Cheetah website page, and it's just iframed in so that we can make this our homepage and go live directly in the e-learning, okay? So then if you guys need to access the Mag 5 challenges, you could just click here. It opens up to the challenges there, in addition to any of the Facebook groups or the YouTube channel. If you're brand new to Builderall and you don't know where to get started, it can be incredibly overwhelming because there's 40 plus tools. There's so many niches that you can use Builderall for. If you have a business, you need Builderall, period. But if you are overwhelmed and you're like, I don't know really what I want to do, go ahead and click here. You can get access to the Builderall Assistant, and it will actually tell you, here, click here to get started. Do you want to, what's your main goal with Builderall? Do you want to be an affiliate? Do you want to use the tools for your business? So definitely click there. It'll walk you through the steps and help guide you to the resources that you're looking for. You can also, if you're looking for tutorials for the tools or anything like that, you can click there and get access to the knowledge base. You just simply search for the word that you're looking for, maybe emails or something like that. And of course, you can get access to the other niche groups and the event calendar, branding kit, and so on. If you are a brand new member also, you can click here to get started with the Builderall tools, as well as a Builderall affiliate. We also have a glossary here. So some common terms that maybe you're unfamiliar with, like, what is a 301 redirect? So we have a large glossary here of different terms that maybe you don't know that you want to learn. Okay, so that actually was a lot of work here, and it's still a work in process. So definitely check that out and enjoy the fruits and labor. If you are on a free plan and you want to upgrade, or you want any of the other plans and you want to upgrade or just see what your options are, you could click there where it said plans, and then you'll see the Builderall plans here and what is involved in each plan. And if you just want to check out the blog, each of the Mag 5 members writes a blog each week. So there's 5 blogs and different niches uploaded every day, in addition to affiliate updates, software updates, and things like that. So definitely check out that blog as well. And if you want to just log into your Builderall account, maybe you get so excited about the training that you want to log into your account, you can click here and it takes you right to the Builderall login. There are some frequently asked questions here. What can I do with Builderall? How do I contact support? And how do I contact Bridget? How do I get notified for the training when we go live? So, and if you want to check out any of our previous training, you can do that here. It is under the category or the lesson, and there's also a miscellaneous tab. So if there's something like a website bot, or how to live stream, create a magic funnel, things like that, that are not, they don't actually fall into a certain category, you can check that out there. Okay, so let me go back to our group here now. Oops, get rid of this, stop sharing, and okay.
Yeah,
So
Bridget, I just want to ask a few questions before before everybody gets on, and then I'll mute out.
fine, go ahead.
Great, great. My first question is, we had talked about before the hustle and getting out there and developing customers. And I know Facebook is a good place to go. Facebook groups, go there and talk to people about offering a free website and stuff. Then, so when you get the client, the second thing is see if they're on Google My Business. Then the big thing is reviews. You need to share with them that it's important to get good 5-star reviews, right? And
Yep.
then the third thing is the social media content, creating social media content for them on a regular basis. Am I missing anything else of those 3 to have businesses come to me?
Honestly, those are 3 options, but you're not limited to those 3.
Okay.
Okay. So really what you want to do is you want to have a solution. And I did a training that's in the e-learning.
Okay.
It's under
Oh,
case study.
okay.
So what we
Okay.
did is this is the best practice. Choose a niche,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what it is.
Okay.
So in the case study, I chose lawn care business owners because it
Right.
was
Right.
last
Right.
month for
Right.
obvious
Yep.
reasons. I have a
Yep.
lawn care
Yep.
business.
Yep.
So I chose lawn care business owners. I created an offer for lawn care business owners that was irresistible.
Okay.
And by the way, you will also find those templates and all the things that I showed you how to do. You'll find that in the
In
e-learning
the
as well.
e-learning.
So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Right.
So you'll get all of that stuff free.
Great.
But so you create an offer that is very targeted to those people. And then now you know exactly who you need to look for.
Okay.
Okay, so for that specific reason, I even showed in the case study where to go. And I actually showed on YouTube how to do it,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn,
Right.
some different, methods and strategies that you can use. But it is definitely going to be easier than trying to like appeal to everyone. It's definitely easier to fine tune your offer, create an
Okay.
offer for that very specific group, and then go look for them. So,
Okay.
with that lawn care business owners, the time of year is great because it's springtime. They're all looking for websites, but you can also look on Google My Business to see which lawn care business doesn't have a website. So now it's really easy. Hey, I'm just going to contact, Billy Bob, who just started his lawn care business. He's on Google My Business,
Right.
but
Right.
he
Right.
doesn't have a website. So
Right.
that's definitely best practice.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. The second question, but you know what? My wife is calling. I'm going to mute out and come right back. Okay.
I think Ray disappeared. Let's see. Let me cancel this. But since we talked about that, you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you while he talks to his wife there. Let me minimize this. What I was just talking about is here in the e-learning. So if you go to getting clients for your agency, and you'll see it's a case study, I actually show you how to create a lawn care business template. So we actually created the website that we're giving them. I showed you how to manage branding, and we created a blueprint for our funnel to sell the template. And then we actually designed our homepage and added the share image. So we basically tied up that offer there, creating our agency funnel to book clients. So we actually created a funnel for the lawn care business owner to sign them up, but we also created a funnel that would actually sign people up as to be affiliate commissions. Okay, so we went both ways on the offer, whether we are an agency or we are looking for affiliate offers. So we actually created 2 funnels there. So definitely need to be specific about your, or just having the 2 offers gives you the ability to, in the meeting, when you talk to the lawn care business owner and he says, yes, I don't have a website, but you can say, okay, that's great. And then you talk to them and you figure out, are they a DIY or are they a done for you client? And then now you have a funnel that you can give them with both options. So
Great.
then I also showed how to prospect on LinkedIn, Google My Business, and YouTube. Are you back?
I'm back, Bridget. Yeah, that's great. I am plugging into that, and it's great information, Bridget. Could I actually share my screen? I did a website, and sometimes I feel like I'm falling behind. Let me see. With other businesses, I've been checking out also Ra Thriva, and he says to just keep practicing building templates.
Yeah.
And once you build templates, you'll get a good feel for it. This is a client of mine, ICC, and they went to Fiverr and did this. And I'm pretty sure this is a Builderall. It looks so much like a Builderall template. And this is what I did. So I am trying to learn this. I don't think it's as beautiful as this here. And I got a little discouraged, but I said, look, let me just keep on plugging away and getting things going so that I can build something for a client and go from there. Let me stop my screen. But and Thriva says to just keep going with building templates and then get good at creating websites and things like that. Is there a mentor? Like, for instance, if I get a client and I get kind of stuck, I could split profits with them, as until I can get to the place where I'm confident with website design and things.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can, if you want to outsource the website completely, you could contact one of the certified partners. It's in the dashboard, but
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and let me actually show you here.
Okay. Okay.
Where you can do that, because I'm sure if you have the question, others do too. So if you look up here where it says help, you can actually click here, and then you'll see all of the certified partners that Builderall has.
Okay.
But these people are very experienced. They've been with Builderall for a long time. They know how to build websites, but sometimes, I mean, you do have to prepare yourself. They're probably going to charge you a lot more than what you're, So, but what you could do is reach out to the Builderall community. I mean, go to the group and say, hey, I'm working on a project. I'm looking for someone who's great at design. I need some help. I'm willing to, I mean, yeah, it's the Builderall community it's like an awesome resource. This is why I try to steer people away from white label agencies like Vendasta or something like that, because with Builderall, where Vendasta, and I started there, so that was a huge learning experience, but it was very expensive. but you don't have a choice of the web designer that you use. And they build on WordPress. So if you want to do Builderall, then going to the community where you don't have to pay the, $350 a month that I had to pay to get access to their services, you can just partner with someone and Builderall.
Great.
Wendell Gray or Christian, it starts with an S. Lots of people, or even reach out to Ra. Maybe he wants to, partner and do some.
Yeah. I'm gonna get his. He has a class. I think I'm gonna get that, and it's a discount for Builderall team members.
Yeah.
The last question I have is the domains. I'm a premium member, and I know I have access to 15 domains. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, is that separate from the affiliate domain? Do you need to have an affiliate domain separately to market programs, or can they be one of those 15?
It could be one of the 15. You don't have to, you don't really even have to have a domain for your affiliate links.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it is better because if you're trying to share that anywhere, chances are it's going to get blocked, or it's going to be like really ugly where it's actually like 5 lines of a URL that Facebook likes to add there. So it is best also with emails. If you're sending emails and you want to share your link, it's just really, you need to have one. You don't have to have it, but you really need to have it.
So one of the 15 can work as an affiliate. Okay.
But you can only use the domain on affiliate links. So it can't be a subdomain. You can't use it for anything else besides the Builderall affiliate funnels.
So you do need one domain dedicated just for affiliate funnels.
Yeah. So like my business is visionmarketinganddesign.com.
Right.
My Builderall affiliate domain is visionmarketingtools.com. I can't use visionmarketingtools.com for anything else. I can't even do like a funnelclub.visionmarketingtools.com. I cannot use it at all. And I'm not saying that you don't understand that. I'm trying to make it clear because I get this question a lot. Yeah. So that is the only one that you can't do anything with. Once you connect it to the affiliate domain, you're done. You can't dedicate it.
Okay. That's understandable. Going to the subdomains then, I know you can do, like I did, icc.thepkmarketer.com. Can you do Vision Marketing? Well, Tools is your affiliate. The other one, Vision Marketing Design / something else. Can you use that as a subdomain?
Well, subdomain, sub meaning before the domain, would be it would be like tools dot vision marketing and design.
I got you.
So that would be a subdomain. But if you're looking to do like visionmarketinganddesign.com / funnel club, then what you need to do is build a website and then and actually let me show you something that I did with my affiliate links. And I think that this will clarify a lot for you. Let me get into the right account here. Because I actually created I have a domain, so it's myvisionagency.com, but I don't use it. I don't have a website connected and I don't use it for anything but my affiliate links. So I'll show you exactly what I did. And this made my life so much easier because have you ever been talking to someone and you're like, oh, what you need is this, but you have to go look up your affiliate link and then it's like a big long thing and you're like, oh my gosh, and it's not branded to you and it's just a pain. So what I did is I actually created a website and I connected the domain, right? But each page is an affiliate link. So what I did was myvisionagency.com. And then I created pages. So like this one is Canva. This is my Canva affiliate link. So what I actually did was I called the page Canva. It has Canva URL. So if you go to myvisionagency.com / Canva, then it will actually show up as my affiliate link, but you can redirect down here. So this is my actual affiliate link. But when I share it, I can share it as myvisionagency.com / Canva. So what happens is when you create this page,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually, let me go to my pages and go to edit. The thing with when you redirect to an affiliate link, there's a couple second gap when they click on it and when it goes there. So you can actually create like a simple page like this, and these little bars right here, you can actually access, I think it is somewhere. Oh, where is it? Timers, maybe? No. Oh, animated elements. So you can actually choose one of these, or you can download a GIF or however you want to do it. But
Okay.
this is what I did just to say, congratulations, your offer's on the way. Just so, and I wanted my logo here because I want them to not feel like they were transported somewhere that has nothing to do with me. So that's what I did. So what happens is if you go to, let me go to, you'll see up here quickly, it says myvisionagency.com, and
Gotcha.
then it
Yes.
redirects to Canva, and you'll see my long affiliate link.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So you can make a domain, and then each page can have / something else. Great. Great. And I can do all of that in Builderall. I can connect it. Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good. That makes sense. All right. That's it for me. I am plugging in, but I have a lot of personal challenges. So I'm listening under the radar. So I'm checking your information out a lot. And I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to take action. The biggest thing is I need to take action and get out there and share. So
But
thanks a lot, Bridget.
You're miles ahead because you realize that and you're trying. So you'll get there. That's all it
Appreciate it.
takes. Trial and error.
Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to mute out and listen and go from there. Be blessed.
You too. How are you, Miss Linda Kay?
I am awesome. I've been moving for the last couple of weeks and got boxes on top of boxes. And
Good move? Good move?
It's a good move.
That's
More
good.
space, cheaper rent.
That's definitely a bonus.
Yeah, so I'm finally getting back into the swing of things and picking up work. And I love the tip you just gave. I am going to incorporate that.
With the redirect and the
I
affiliate
am always searching for my affiliate links. Yes. I think that is brilliant. So once again, thank you.
Well, you are so welcome.
One thing, and I know bits and pieces have been said about the agency version, and I haven't been paying attention because I haven't had any agency clients. And now I want to do one, and I'm wondering what brilliant do's and don'ts you have for using the agency.
Do you mean the Builderall agency?
Yeah.
The sub accounts.
Oh, sub accounts. Yeah.
There's actually a Builderall agency where people bought, the franchise and things like that. So the sub accounts.
That's why I was surprised they were calling it agency.
Yeah.
The other one, but yes, sub accounts.
I think they try to choose names that people will recognize, and then now we have everything called an agency, so it's confusing. So the sub accounts, I actually in the e-learning, and let me show you because I much rather show than tell. In the e-learning, you will see. Let me find it. The very first module here, start a web agency. I actually show you how to get local business clients, and then how to create a local business agency, and then using freelancers to build your web agency, step-by-step guide for web design, and then hosting websites for clients. So definitely check all that out. I talk about how to find them, how to upsell them, what to do when you have basically a DIY client. So anytime, the beautiful thing about Builderall is you can combine your business, your agency that has nothing to do with Builderall, you can combine that with the Builderall affiliate program so that you can have an option for those clients who are like, look, I really can't afford someone and to hire an agency to do all these things for me. I really just need to get up and going, and then I can do it myself. Those are the perfect people for Builderall, but it doesn't mean that you can't. Let me stop sharing now. it doesn't mean that you can't still make more money than just your Builderall commission. So I always tell people, if you get you're in a meeting with a client and you discover they really just they can't afford to pay you, and they just want to be able to manage it, but they're not very techy. I mean, most business owners aren't. We go into business based on whatever we're experts in, right?
Right.
So what you can do though is say, look, I totally understand, you just want to do this yourself. So I have a great option for you. Let me go ahead and let's choose a website template that you like. Let me go ahead and customize it for you. I'll only charge you $300 or whatever your price is. And then I'll just hand it over to you. We'll get you set up on a Builderall account. I'll get your domain connected and all of that. And then you can manage it from there. And you don't have, all you have to do is pay for your Builderall tools.
Is there a list of the features that they get and the restrictions?
Yeah, you can actually, let me share my screen again. So if you go to the knowledge base and you go to, I think it is under sub accounts or maybe web hosting. I know there's a training in here, but getting started with a web agency,
Okay.
I think is what it is. And so here's where it tells you. So it's $5, and then they get 500 megabytes of disk storage space. They get 1 domain connected, 5 subdomains, which is really helpful when you're creating sales. Yeah. And then, so they get access to the Cheetah website builder, the CRM, the mailing boss up to 2,000 subscribers, professional email, and it says no option to extend or increase domain connections or storage. So that's important to know, because if they want to upgrade or something like that, they will need to have their own Builderall account. So, so that would definitely be a transition. But the beautiful thing is when they upgrade, now you're getting commission for that too. You could also manage it as a VA. You could even charge them and create their own, account. And so there's lots of options, but that's why I love Builderall, because there's whatever route you decide works great for you, you have the capabilities of doing that.
I'm collaborating with another Builderall person, and we're trying to figure out, well, if we put this out there, how are we going to manage the leads, this, that, and the other? And the trouble with getting the VA access is that you have access to everything. And we decided, how about we try an agency? So I think that's going to solve that problem for us, which is going to be really good.
Yeah. And if they want to, like, let's say they have their own account and they want you to still manage their website, then you could set it up to where you are the VA and you have access to those certain things. You could even actually have access to their whole account at that point.
Well, that's the whole thing about doing it on the main account. You don't want to do that because you have access to everything in the VA.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would create them an account and then make myself the VA of their account and then manage it that.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Bridget.
You're so welcome. Did you also see, I know Ray's incognito right now. He probably didn't put his makeup on today or something, or didn't do it.
Didn't do his hair.
Did you see that my Facebook page got shut down again?
Again?
Oh my gosh, I just don't know. So we are going to be full-blown e-learning, and I think Builderall as a company, we're going that route anyway. It just takes a while to get all everything built up and ready to go. But yeah, so I'm not going to be in my group anymore. We're going to be full-blown e-learning.
What is it that you're doing that Facebook doesn't like?
I'm not really sure. I don't know if maybe it's some extensions that I have, or I actually think this time I got hacked, because what happened was it said my account was disabled, and then I go in there and it said you had to do a security check. And then it said, we texted you to this number, the code, but I don't know that number. I've never seen that number before. So now I've had to email Facebook and tell them, it's like, I don't know what happened. So I wish I knew, honestly. It's because I have clients that I manage their social media. So I actually, I have someone who does my content creation and does all that for me. So I had to have her contact the clients to become an admin because I keep getting blocked. So it's like, oh, it's so frustrating.
And people don't realize that they don't own their social media
I
accounts.
know.
And I think it's one of the biggest disservices out there is that it's not openly known.
Yeah. Yeah, people just take for granted, the fact that, oh, it's on Facebook and Facebook will be there forever. And that might be true. But, my mom passed away about a year and a half ago. And so I had all my pictures on Facebook and everything with us and, how memories pop up in your timeline, all of those things. And I just lost them all. So they never even warned me or anything either time.
So speaking of e-learning, I just started using the e-learning also, creating my course. Yay. I noticed that it didn't have a lot of flexibility for graphic design.
Like what?
Trying to make a colorful banner and trying to do some things to really enhance the way that the course would look.
You do have some, let me just show
Somewhat
you.
limited. And then the other thing, I was a little shocked to see that the end user themselves could change colors on there. What?
Oh. Yeah, because weird. It's kind of cool though, because especially for some people who are like, maybe they're colorblind or they have, maybe some colors are like really bright, or I know that I really like the dark theme because I'm online so much that my eyes get really tired. So it is great that they have the ability to customize according, but it doesn't change your settings. So that's important to know. If they go in there and they change it and do what, if it's like bright green and you're like, ugh, I personally hate green.
But I just spoke with someone who wanted me to do an e-learning course for her. And I know that she is very high-end and meticulous and wants it to look beautiful. And I just told her, I don't think that Builderall is the right fit. The e-learning doesn't have the controls.
Well, this is actually our e-learning right here.
Right, but can you put a picture in that banner?
Right here?
Top
banner.
Banner.
Up here?
Right.
I don't think that you can do that up here. But this is just a cheetah page that's iframed in here.
Okay.
So you do have the capability. I mean, anything you can do on a cheetah page, you can do here. Okay. But you can also, let me see here. I think it's in the back end of that is in a different account. But if I get in here, let's just see this one here. You can go down here and then you have on the main page there, you can have like a standard that has the just the descriptions and things like that. And you can also add an image. So if you wanted to, instead of like how I have where I go live in the e-learning, which is another possibility. And that's honestly something that no one else can do. No one else has that capability. And then HTML codes. So there are a lot of options. Let me try to go find where I was. There are a lot of options, but you kind of have to be creative because it's like when we were creating this, like the Mag 5 and Shelly, we were trying to figure out how can we just send them to one link where they have all their training, but then they also can view the live training all in one place. How can we make that the easiest way possible? So that's why we actually thought, okay, let's just iframe a cheetah page. And then it was like, okay, well, I wonder how it would look and how it would work if we added the webinar to that cheetah page. So you do have to kind of be creative and think about what result that you want and then just work with the tools. I mean, this is honestly, I mean, I know I'm partial because I built it, but honestly, I think it's beautiful. So it's really, while you can't really add an image right here, right now, that they may possibly change in the future.
Okay. Yeah, and I noticed there was not all that much control over the sidebar either.
If you, the reason that mine scrolls like that is because my page is long, but if you have a shorter page, there will be no sidebar there. just like any other iframe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Or if you had an image there, you could create a really cool image in Canva and then just make that your front page. So yeah, lots of cool options. I actually saw one. I don't know if I have it pulled up here. Let me see. I saw one that Barbie did, and I thought that is just the coolest. Oh, let me show you here what she did. So this is actually her e-learning for one of her courses that she created. So she doesn't have the iframe here, but what she did is just, you know, have the modules and things here. And then she has, you know, the standard workload, but then she actually put an accordion element here where they can click and, you know, just get more info about the different lessons and things like that. So, I mean, that's another option as well. And then if you wanted to iframe it in on a page, then, you know, see, she added all of this extra stuff to the top here, and then you can scroll down and get access to the e-learning.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of doing it. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really, honestly, that's the hardest part, I think, with Builderall tools. There's so many options that sometimes you kind of get pigeonholed. But the best thing, just like building websites, the best thing to do is find something that you like, the style and the way that it's done, and then see if you can do it in Builderall. Chances are you probably can. It's just sometimes you're thinking, you know, like when I saw Barbie's e-learning, I thought, I never would have thought about putting all that stuff at the top and then sending them to the e-learning. I never would have thought of it.
That's what I was thinking I wanted to do. And Barbie just solved my problem. Yeah. So thank you, Barbie.
I will tell her you said that. Yeah, I thought that was really great. I love, and that's what I love about what I'm doing now, like this job, is I get to see not just the Mag 5, because I love being in the meetings when everybody's like, oh, what if we did this? And what if we did that? But I love seeing in the community the ways, it's like we have the same tools, but the things that people do with it, it's so creative and awesome. It's so exciting to see what everyone builds.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions for me, Miss Linda Kay? You're like, I know I was going to ask something and forgot.
I know. It's just, I've been working, creating it's more of a nonprofit type thing that I work with. And I created it under my account, and I redirected it from GoDaddy to, you know, the Builderall. And now all of a sudden I got it live because they had to spend the money, you know, they had to to get it out there. And now they're okay, how am I going to get it off of my account into their own? And I'm assuming that you can freely go from, say, my account to an agency.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh, so you want to transfer from your account to a sub account?
Right now, they're one of my 15. And I want them to become their own sub account, but we had to do it and had to do it fast.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we can transfer.
I don't know why you couldn't. I've personally never done it, so I can't say you absolutely can, but I don't see why. I mean, I would do it, but you have to create it, and then you have to pay for it, and then you know, to get access and stuff. But I don't see why you couldn't do that. I mean, you set it up and everything just like a normal Builderall account. They have their own email, which definitely, and if you watch that training, I mentioned this, when you set up the sub accounts, a big misconception is that it's for the client, and that's not it. It's for you. So what you do is you set it up. Here's the best way. Create an email address for the client under your domain. Okay. So you could have, like, let's say you had digitalmarketingguide.com was your website, and your client was Billy Bob Plumber. You could create an email address that said billybobplumber@digitalmarketingguide.com. And then you set up the sub account under that email address. So he's never getting emails from Builderall. ever, which is really important. That's your business, right? So you set it up for him. He never has access. Then you can do whatever you want in the account. So that's really the best way to get it all set up and guarantee that you're keeping the integrity of your business. You know, it's like there's a time and a place to promote Builderall, and it's not always the time or place.
That's right.
So yeah, so you have options that way. That's the best way, I think.
Love options.
Of course. That's why we love Builderall, right? Anybody else have questions for me? It is Friday Q&A, y'all.
I do have a question. It's Kay. Sorry that I can't get my camera on.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm having a couple of problems with my camera. But my question is this. I have just followed your training. I've been able to put a lot in place and very excited about that. One of the issues that I've had recently is with my blog. I got my blog set up following your steps and actually added, maybe about 7 posts. And all of a sudden, initially I had no problem getting the link to my post and posting it elsewhere. However, the last time I tried, and maybe it's been restored, I don't know, but it for some reason it doesn't go to the post itself. It's going to the main page, the home page.
And
I set it up on a domain, but I asked support before I did that. Is that okay? Can I have a blog attached to the subdomain? And they said yes. And it actually did work. I remember I was able to get the link a couple of times. But then like a couple of days later, when I grabbed that link, I noticed that it's going straight to the home page instead of to the link itself.
I wonder if there's an issue.
Or to the,
is it every blog that does that?
Yes,
Just
they're
one
all
post.
going to the post then. Yeah. That when I grab that post link, it's going straight to the homepage.
Let me see. Let me look at my blog here.
Sure.
Let's see. Is it always that it does that, or just right after you create a blog post that it does that?
I tried it for a couple of days following, and it had not been fixed. I just assumed that it might be an issue and maybe it would be fixed soon. Because I know the first day that I created the post, I was fine. I didn't have a problem. But then a few days later is when I started to have a problem.
It looks like all of mine are working great, but let me show you where you could check. Let me go into the back end here of my, make sure I'm in the right account. Let me close out of this stuff here. All right, so let me get here, let me go to Cheetah, go to my blog, and blog, edit blog. So if you look at, these are all of my posts here, my blog posts. If you go here where it says custom URL, I'm wondering if it's something like something here with this URL that's going on. It's weird that it's all of the, are you using a like a template, or are you just manually doing it every time?
I am manually doing it. I'm going into the post like you showed us how to do, and I'm clicking on that post, and then I think you click on post page or something like that. But anyway, it takes me straight to that link, and a link shows fine in the address bar.
Yeah.
But when it comes up, all of them are going straight to the home page.
That's weird. So it looks like this, right? So you see the whole, you get to the blog.
Yes.
Okay. But then when you actually, is it like when you share it, it does that? Or it just like,
No, I've tested it just by going to a separate, opening up a new browser
Yeah.
and just posting the link in there. And it's doing that. I'm grabbing that whole post, with the custom URL,
Yeah.
taking it to a browser and dropping it in there, and it still takes me directly to the home page.
Well, mine is definitely working. So that tells
Okay.
me it's not a system thing. So I would definitely contact
Okay.
support. And it's one of those things that they really need to see your specific setup and access your account, and then, troubleshoot and say, well,
Right.
it's not this, it's not that. And, so
Right.
they can help you.
Right. Okay. I'll do that. Yes, I will definitely do that. I said, let me jump on and just check and see.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's something wonky in there, and they can help you resolve that problem for sure.
Or it's a
Thank you
typo.
so much.
Yeah, it's because I thought maybe it was a typo if she was using a template or something. Because I know I do that. Gene Hackis, the network marketing.
Right.
I misspelled his name for the first few months. I kept putting a C in his last name because I was just copying and pasting things.
Right.
And he's
Right.
like, what are you copying that you keep putting a C in my name? It's like, that's exactly what it is. I just had I was duplicating and duplicating. And,
Right.
yeah.
No, I'm going straight to where you grab the dots where you click there to grab the actual whole URL for the page. I'm going there from the post, I should say,
Oh,
and grabbing it. Yeah.
he tried to grab the live link and see if that does the same thing.
Huh. What's the live link? What?
Let me show you here. Going to your actual website. Let's see. So this is my actual website. If I go to my blog and then I go to any of the blog posts I want to share, you just click here. And then once it's on the blog post, see this part here, just to make sure I explain, this is actually the blog feed. So this is the page where all the blogs, it's going to read all the blog posts, and then it's going to come in one place. But if you click here to access this specific blog post, then this link
more, like down here, because that's what I was doing. I tried that too. I clicked read more, and so that it would come up, and then I grabbed that link and tried that.
This link here.
Yes.
And that one is still leading to the
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely need to look into that. I'm sure it's an easy fix. They usually are, but when there's so many moving parts. This is why I always make my husband check my websites and things. And because when you're building it, you're in there, you're doing it, you're doing the same thing over and over again. And sometimes you're like, I didn't even realize every time I was doing that.
Absolutely.
So they can.
Thank you so much.
You're so
welcome. Trying to help. Yeah.
Anybody else got anything for me? No. It's Friday, so hopefully you guys have some big plans. I have actually been working so much lately. It's we were working on this big project for the Mag 5. That's getting finished up, and all of my normal stuff. And it's the busiest time of year for the lawn care season. So I'm literally, oh my gosh, I'm working 12 hours a day on Builderall, 4 hours a day on the lawn care business. It's a lot.
Right.
Nothing good comes without hard work.
Right.
So Bridget, what's the next Mag 5 challenge?
I don't know yet. I think Shelly gave us the list at the beginning of the year. But we use Smart Task, which if you guys need a project management thing, go to AppSumo. Smart Task is great. And last time I checked it, it's $49 for a lifetime membership.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Super, super cool. Yeah. If you actually go to their website, you're going to probably pay $49 a month. But if you go to AppSumo, it's $49 for life. So super cool. But usually what she does is she uploads the challenges the month of, and then we see what it is. I can't remember what the next one is, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
What was that tool's name again, Bridget? Smart, what did you say? Smart Task?
Yeah, I think it's smarttask.io is what it actually is, but definitely go to AppSumo. And
okay.
Let's just go ahead and look at AppSumo. If you guys, I literally, and Shelly actually taught me this, AppSumo, what we actually do is have a budget for AppSumo, because what AppSumo is basically, it's kind of like a beta website, like marketplace. So every time people they have software that's kind of in the beta, it's working, it's great, it's awesome, it's ready to be released, but it's kind of in the beta stage. They release it on AppSumo, so you can find some amazing deals for lifetime. So let me see if they still have Smart Task. Oh no, and I think it might be gone already. Let me see if it's just one word. I think it's gone maybe. But there are some other ones in here. So let's see. Let's go to categories. Let's go to maybe client management or something like project development or something like that.
Bridget, is this similar to Trello, what you showed us?
It's actually, I would love to show you mine, but there's stuff on there that's so top secret.
Oh, that's okay.
But it is very, very cool. It's more like, maybe more like like Zoho Projects or something like that, if you're familiar with that.
I'm not.
It's basically just a project management software that you can work with teams. So what Shelly does is she puts in, she'll create a project like, the challenge, the membership challenge. And then within that project, she can give certain people access to that project. Even though everyone in Builderall has access to Smart Tasks, she can allot certain projects for certain people. And then within that project, she can add all of the different tasks and everything that have to be completed for that specific project. And then since we all have access, we can go in there, she can either assign it to us and it shows up on our task list, or we can go in there and choose ourselves which ones that we're going to be working on. And then everyone will know, okay, Bridget has this task, so I'll choose this task. Then you can check it off when it's done and she's notified. So it's a great way to manage projects when you have a lot of people working on it. So
nice. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have anything else for me, Linda, anything else? You kind of look like you were going to ask us.
How's the quiz coming along?
It's actually, do you want me to show you? It's in beta right now.
Love to see that.
Because it's in beta and I am a beta tester, even though I would love to be testing a lot more. I haven't really even gotten into it. But I will show you because Eric did show in a meeting, so I am allowed. You can see, oh, am I sharing? Okay, cool. You can see it looks a lot like the booking calendar. They have done a lot of work on this, just the beta testers. They're just trying to fine tune some things, but this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. You can do personality quizzes or this diagnostic quiz or configure your response options. You can do trivia, different polls. You can do surveys. Let's go ahead and let's just test out the survey and see what happens. We'll just create. I don't know if you guys can hear. I have a little Yorkie behind me and she's snoring. But so I guess you just, it looks just like the booking. So then you would add a cover here, the start button. Let's just, I guess your mailing boss list, cover image. So here's the questions. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, okay. So yeah, it does look just like the booking app where you have these options here. I guess you have a closing thing here, and you can choose the style. Oh, lots of cool things. Now that I'm in here, though, now I'm going to be obsessed with playing with it because, but this is what it looks like. It's super exciting. Go ahead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does it have logic?
Logic as in what?
If you ask a question and they answer this, then you take them down this path. They answer that, you take them down a different path.
I'm sure that it does, but honestly, that was the longest I've been in it.
Okay.
It was released and I was like, oh, I think I have, Shelly was like, did you guys get access? And I'm like, yeah. So I get in there and I'm like, yes, I have access. That was the last time that I was on it before today. But I'm sure that it does, because that's the functionality we've been waiting for, is that being able to guide them and then have the ability to actually retain the answers. So
Nice.
that's been the biggest part. So yeah, it's really super cool. The beta testers who have been using it are raving about it.
Nice.
Nice. I
Super
can't wait for you to walk us through and I can follow your guidance in the training.
I know. I can't wait to walk through it myself and train myself before I show you guys.
That's how I learned stuff, following you. And it's been super. It's been so helpful.
Well, I'm so glad. This is why I love Friday Q&A, because, sometimes when you're like, especially when you're busy and you're overwhelmed and it's like, oh my gosh. And then does anybody even care about this training? Because I'm so tired. So when you guys tell me like, oh, that helped me so much, it's like, man, it just pumps my passion back up for it. So.
Absolutely. I'd be lost without it. Even though I follow you and I go through the process at the time, it's when I go back later that it starts to make sense. And I'm putting, the details together when I've got to make changes or, yeah.
What's funny about that though is you never realize how much you actually know until you see someone else trying to do it. Like my husband with the lawn care business, even, he's like, it's just trimming. I don't understand why people struggle with trimming. If it's not trimmed, it needs to be trimmed, But what I try, and I just told him this last night, you have to understand that you've been doing this a long time. And so it's common sense to you because you don't even think about it anymore. But you have to think, when you first got started, what were the questions that you had? It's not, you totally take it for granted what you know.
Right.
Until you see someone else doing it. So yeah, it's definitely nice to, honestly, working on huge projects with very rich people. I would rather be doing this with people just trying to make their vision a reality. That is that is just so much fun to me. I just love it.
We appreciate it.
I would rather do this than work on huge projects. I definitely would rather do this. It's more fun.
We're glad you do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ray, do you have a question? I see you keep popping in and out. Are you having trouble with Zoom?
Major problems. Yeah. This is my third computer. It was camera problems, and then it was sound. While I was on with the American flag, I didn't have camera shot, but I did have sound, I thought. And so I waited my turn until about 10 minutes ago and started to talk, and there was no sound coming out anywhere. I mean, it was something wrong. So I gather you can hear me now.
Yep. I hear you loud and clear.
That was a nice picture of you, Ray.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this
Very
one?
professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That was when I cleaned up.
Well, you clean
up nice, Ray.
Thanks. I don't have a ton of questions. I just wanted to mention that I saw on Facebook that the watch party is gone. They're not going to allow watch parties anymore.
Right.
Yep.
And I guess that's no big deal. How would we show a video of a previous watch party? I mean, without using the watch party setup that Facebook has. Facebook's watch party, they said they're not doing it anymore. But can't you just play a video, like right now, just play a video? And
Yeah, you don't have to do a watch party at
So
all.
that's,
A watch party is actually when you take like someone else's video
yeah,
and then you like do like sometimes like Keck and Jean, they do this where they'll take maybe somebody else's video like from our groups, like maybe Terry's or mine or Jackie's or whatever, and they'll do a watch party in their group for our training,
yeah.
which is really a great way of cross promoting if you have
Yeah.
multiple groups and different things. But they're just not going to allow you to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So, but you can still go live and you can still do all that. Well, you guys can, but I can't. I don't know if you caught that, Ray, but
I heard that, but
locked again.
is there a time limit? I mean, you get back on after a certain amount of time, or?
See, I don't know. I think this time I got hacked is what it was.
Yeah.
Because I was on Facebook last night. I was responding to a question and then it just pops up and said your account's been disabled and you have 30 days to request a review. And so I went to request the review and then it said, click this number and we'll send you a code. Well, I don't recognize the number. I don't have that number. So I had to like create a Twitter account because I shut that down a long time ago. I had to create a Twitter account just to be able to like message them. I've sent them emails. I mean, you can't really get a hold of Facebook. So we were moving this direction anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for my group right now, I actually gave Jackie a post just in the group to make sure everyone is aware, but we're not going to be streaming live in the group anymore. We're going to just be going to the e-learning. So
That's
I mean,
local business, that your
Yes.
Facebook group.
Yes, just mine right now, but eventually.
Why haven't the
all-
others been hacked? And this is the second time in a 2-month period.
I think the first time they shut me down because they didn't like my opinions.
Yeah.
And then the second time though, this time I think maybe I got hacked.
Maybe their opinions changed. I don't know.
Maybe yeah, they are changing a lot of things on Facebook. So
Yeah, they are.
so I mean, who really knows? I don't know, but I prefer, and I really think it's a great case study to show people, like this time. If I didn't have the previous time, it had all of my videos already down and on the e-learning and all of this set up. It wasn't that big of a deal. But the first time it was, and if I didn't know how to do all those things, if I didn't know how to set up the e-learning and the webinar and all that and have Builderall tools I'm familiar with, then it would have been, oh my gosh. So it's definitely a great testimony when I tell people like, hey, you really can't rely on social media and it doesn't matter. It can be YouTube, Facebook, MeWe, Twitter, anything. Chris Chessar got his YouTube channel shut down for a few days and he had to launch a big campaign on Twitter, talking to YouTube and saying, there's no reason why my channel was shut down. It's not fraudulent. It's not spam. So they eventually did restore his channel. But, for us as marketers relying on social media, you need to have a backup plan. Social media should be the spider effect. It should be like you promote on social media and then you always send them back to your website. That should always be the goal with social media. It should never be to build your business on social media.
On social media, right?
Yeah.
So the units that you had in Facebook and all of the training, which I didn't, I bookmarked a lot of those because I was going to come back to them. And so where are your units going to be once you get it?
Everything is in the e-learning, but it actually has been in the e-learning.
Oh, okay.
Since they shut me down the first time, and thankfully I had all of my videos backed up anyway. So I took all of those same videos and then I put them and organized them in the e-learning so that they're easier to find. So everything that was there, you're not going to miss any of it. It's in the e-learning right now.
Okay.
And then all the new training, and every single day I actually have a process, where I set up the webinar, and then right after the training is over, then I take that recording, I upload it to Builderall video hosting, and then I connect it to the e-learning. And so every time we do a training, and then I always put the link to the replay in the chat, because when you create a new event, and then, you guys have seen the screen where it says, training starting in like 4 hours or whatever. Every time you see that, there's always going to be a link to the previous training in case you missed it. But regardless, if there's no link, if there's nothing there, all the training is on that side panel divided into units.
Great.
Cool.
And you think Builderall is going to encourage doing that for everybody?
Yeah, they
like
are. Yeah, we were already even like the affiliate meetings and things like that. We definitely want, because we have the capability, so why not use it? And as a business, you definitely want to show people what you're capable of doing. So yeah, we want to have like all of those meetings in the dashboard. You know, we want to really use Builderall to the best of its ability. So we are definitely right now working on getting everyone so that you just go to Builderall and you have everything.
Great.
Yeah, just lots of moving pieces and stuff. So it's taking a while to get all those things.
I think it'll be better off once everything is off of Facebook that you so depend on, because I mean,
Definitely.
they're holding you hostage.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
Those of us that want to learn, and they're holding us hostage until it gets straightened out too.
Yeah.
Along that line, I am interested in the best screen recorder. I mean, what is your go-to screen recorder for wanting to just one-on-one kind of training with your picture in the side and as a postage stamp over in one of the corners, and the screen mostly, not your photograph, but the screen as the main thing. I've used Camtasia, and I like it. It's a screen recorder that just really does well. I've used Movavi, and that's kind of an off-the-wall one, but it's very efficient. It makes a very small MP4 when you're finished with it. Do you have a recommendation? Screencastify and all those others?
I like to use, well, right now what I'm using is Camtasia. I like Camtasia because as soon as I'm done recording, it automatically imports it into the editor, and it's just really easy. And I've tried many. I used Screencast-O-Matic for years and was very familiar with it, but it started getting really buggy. And so it just got to be so bad that I had to stop using it. Shelly had the same issues with it. She used it for years too. And then just for some reason, suddenly it just started becoming a problem. I tried APower Edit. That's really inexpensive and it's pretty good, but sometimes it can be buggy too. But screen recorders, I mean, Zoom, you could use Zoom. Zoom has a free account as long as you could totally use that. Okay. OBS is a great one. I love OBS. OBS, it's not as like beginner or user friendly, but once you get acclimated to OBS, it's like, I don't know anyone who has learned OBS and doesn't love it. It's free. Yeah. Very powerful. What I love about OBS is you can actually create different scenes also. Let me actually show you, I love to show you rather than tell you. I could tell you all day long, but I'd rather show you. All right, so let's see here. So this is actually, this is OBS. So you can see it definitely looks a little scary. But the cool thing about it is actually very simple to use. But like I said, once you kind of figure it out, and the cool thing about OBS that I love is that you can choose what type of file that you want to use. If you use if you record in the MP4, if you record an MP4, sometimes your file will be corrupt. And I can tell you from experience, if you've ever shot a very long, detailed training tutorial and you have discovered that your whole video is corrupt and you can't use it, it is so like devastating. So I prefer to use the MKV file, and I can use that on OBS. Also, the quality is excellent when you record with OBS. Here's the thing that I love about OBS though. You can actually create scenes. Okay, so scenes would be like basically like the whole house of this particular thing. Okay, so if that's confusing, I have a scene that is screen share only. So it's only going to show the screen. Okay, so when you create a scene, you need to say here what's going to be on that scene. Okay, so here I just want to capture my audio and then I want screen share. Okay, so that's what I've called it. I could also add any of these things. So maybe I wanted to add some text to the scene. So I could call it text banner, and then, okay. And then I can select whatever font I want here. I have all these customizations, and I could say, click the description. And so you can see, I mean, I don't want to go into a huge tutorial on OBS, but there's tons of them on YouTube. Definitely check them out. So what you can do is you can create this whole scene with text and with images, and you can put your little image down here if you wanted to do, and then call that screen share plus webcam or something. So many options. I'm gonna say no. And then you can, so let's say you have a screen that's just screen share, and then you wanted to also do a scene that had screen share plus your webcam, you could do that. I also have like the BA video here. So at the end of some of my videos, sometimes instead of my outro, I'll play this promo ad for Builderall. I also have this option here to just show my webcam. I have another outro that I'm just calling generic. So lots of different scenes. And then, so when you create your scene and then you set up how you want it to be here, then you're just flip-flopping back and forth between scenes. So you also have the ability to stream live from OBS. And like I said, this is free. It's very, very powerful, and it's free. So you can stream live to one location, or what I do is I actually stream to Restream, and then I tell Restream where I want it to stream all of my different places and titles and different things like that. You can also record here. So OBS is incredibly powerful. Once you get past the learning curve, it's really a professional. I mean, if I was doing like videos and things like that, and I would probably be using OBS.
Great.
Definitely love it. Like I said, free. So
one more question, if I can. I'm sorry, I'm probably running you late. Let me ask you real quickly. A thumbnail advice on starting a YouTube presence. I have a YouTube presence, but that's it. It's not developed. There's nothing there at all. So, you know, I've seen some of your videos about getting people to testify, give testimonials and that sort of thing, and get your YouTube following above 100, is it? Or above a certain amount, and all of those kinds of things. But any others? I mean, should you run an email campaign for, I mean, how do you promote your YouTube presence when you're very, very beginning, when you don't have anything?
You know, I think in the beginning, it's really just kind of hard to find your footing. That's what I felt like. When I first started, I was like, you know, it'd be a video here and there. Usually people are like, oh, I'll just vlog. Those are popular. But the thing is, nobody really cares what you have to say until you have some experience in something. And I'm proof of that too, because when I first created my YouTube channel, nobody really cared. Now everybody's like, oh, Bridget, you provide so much value, and thank you. So, and it's like, I was saying the same stuff, you know, 2 years ago, but that's just it. It's like, you just, you know, when the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can see where someone started and you can see where they are now. And so being able to view that journey in video form is incredibly powerful for, you know, what you've been able to learn, and people can see as you progress. So don't ever be afraid to, you know, just start with the videos. Just be somewhere. I guarantee in 2 years, you will look back and be like, I'm so glad, even though I was embarrassed, I was insecure, nobody watched it. You do have to do it a lot. You have to create the videos on a consistent basis to be able to, you know, build up your channel and stuff. If you want, Thumbnails, though, you can check out Thumbnail Blaster is a great resource because they basically have the thumbnails done for you. You're just choosing a template, and I think it's like $20 for a lifetime or something. But also you could use Canva. I use Canva, like my thumbnails I'm using now. I just use the same one every time, and honestly, I shouldn't. It's not great for your, for the analytics and things. I just don't have time. So it's like kind of one of those things you have to weigh the pros and cons and kind of start shaving down the list of things you have to do, things you want to do, optimal things, that type of stuff. But yeah, if you want to focus on YouTube, I would definitely say check out the training that I did in the e-learning under video marketing. And also you can see, I go over like how to find keywords, how to create content people are actually looking for. That's a big one. And then yesterday, was it yesterday or earlier? I think maybe Monday, the training I did, I showed how to take those keywords and put them in your YouTube description so that it reads, I mean, honestly, it doesn't read like a great story or anything, but it reads well enough for YouTube algorithms to be able to see its regular language, but you're putting in all of those keywords as well. So you're kind of packing in the keywords so that it will show your video more often. But the description is even more powerful than keywords, but the keywords are incredibly important for the description. So definitely focus on keywords in the description and the title and your thumbnail, but not just the thumbnail. Like do your whole brand, like I did a video too on branding, find your brand color palette, find which fonts you want to use and then stick to that. That way, no matter where they find your brand, it's consistent and, they don't feel like it's just professional. If if you look up somebody and you see their, greens and yellows on YouTube, and then you go to their Facebook page and it's purples and pinks, you're like, is this even the same person? Are they not on Facebook anymore? Why are they not here? Why did they just abandon this page? It's like, it starts making you think negative things about that person and their professionalism. So definitely, no matter what colors you choose and all of that, just make sure that you remain consistent on all your channels.
Thanks. I know everybody's probably dying to finish this call. The one other thing.
No, go ahead. I had a follow-up question to that, but Ray,
go ahead. You do that. I'll wait. That's fine.
Okay, just real quick. So Bridget, I could create a training on Zoom and then upload that to YouTube. Am I understanding? Okay, thank you. That's it.
You're so welcome.
Let's see. Yipes. It just, when you get old, it escapes you and it's gone in one ear or in one place, not the other. I've forgotten it. It was right on the tail end of what you were saying there.
I'm so sorry, Ray. I should have let you go.
That's all right. It was singularly probably the one best tidbit that you could have given me today, and I forgot it. But it's me. I forgot.
Well, let me think about it for just a second. I know you're on the spot too. Because I was going to tell you guys, here is the biggest thing for time management and growing your YouTube channel that you could possibly do. Okay, I'm going to rock your world when I say this, because this will make it so easy for you. Go live. That's it. That's all I had to say. Go live the same time, like I do. I go live every single Monday through Friday at the same time. Do that. Because here's what happens. People think, I can't start a YouTube channel because I don't know how to do video editing. So now I need to find a video editor. Then I need to shoot my video. Then I need to edit it. Then I'm never happy with it. Then I'm going to reshoot it. Then before you know it, the week's gone. I haven't uploaded a video. And now you got to worry about tags. Now you're worried about. So here's the best, by far, the best thing you can do. Do the keyword research. Find videos people are searching for. Create your video based on keywords. So it doesn't matter what it is. It can be how to create a Gmail email. If people are searching for that, create the video. Do it live. Just get on there and say, hey, I'm Ray, today I'm going to show you how to create a Gmail. And so here's the steps, and do it and then be done. And then upload that thumbnail, put in your tags and whatever. the reason that I say that is, one, people love reality TV. They love to see you as the real person. They love your mistakes. They love your like personality. And they're like, I used to be very like static, and like when I'm doing the videos and I had to be all perfect and professional, like, hello, I'm Bridget Bartlett and I'm going to, no, but that's boring. Right? People just love for you to be yourself, because that's part of building the know, like, and trust factor. So you're kind of injecting it in without really trying, because you're just being yourself. So go live, just be a real person, and just give them. So it's like, really, you want them to get to know you, because when they get to know you, now they trust you. Now they're subscribing. Now they're liking you. So that's what you really want. You're just injecting the value so that they stay watching the video or they find your video. So definitely just go live. Just
So,
do it. Show them
Bridget,
something simple.
Bridget, real quick,
Yeah.
follow up
Yeah.
to my last question. So are you saying I can use Zoom to go live on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you actually don't need the webinar plan either. You can actually just choose the first paid plan, which I think and always, you guys, when you choose paid plans, look up promo code, because every time I choose a subscription product, I always look up the promo code. So I actually get the paid plan for like $10, where it's 15, but it's, $5 I'm saving.
Right.
Same with Restream. I get it half price because I dug around for a promo code. Definitely look for those promo codes. But yes, you can use Zoom even on the cheapest paid plan, and you can stream right to YouTube from your Zoom, and then you're done.
Wow. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. It's really great for busy people too, which we all are. So if you have 1 hour a day, think of something quick, and let it be something you learned that day. Like if you just learned how to use Control-C to copy, do a video. You don't have to overthink it. Say, hey, I'm Kay White, and today I'm going to show you how to use Control-C to copy, and show a few examples and show how it can help them. And then now you're done for the day. You've put your video up there.
You'd be surprised how many people would like to have shortcuts like that, instead of looking up and trying to move their mouse and take their hand off their keyboard and away from their screen to find the mouse and go and click up there, instead of just Control-C, Control-V.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right. With your experience, you have lots of value that you can share that they would love to hear.
I do have a series of about 100 videos that I'm ready to make because of that. I've got the notes and everything. And so that's part of my question. The other question that I forgot and remember now, thanks. I think Alzheimer's is hitting in again, I guess. I'm going to be not asking the right questions all the time that way. Anyway, in 1983, I started with AOL, and here it is a few years later. I still have an AOL address, and all of my friends, I have maybe 5,000 friends and people that know me as rayhines@aol.com. So I've been thinking backwards, but now I think I've got it. I will, you can generate a professional email with Builderall, and send those professional emails to your preferred email, like AOL. But what if I did it backwards and sent all of my AOL mail to my new professional email that I give myself, and start dealing with my new professional email until gradually I can get to all of my friends, or as many of my friends as I can, and tell them that this is going to die. This is not a valid email. Or maybe even every time they send me an email, it bounces back to them that this is no longer valid, but it'll come. I'm trying to get off of AOL, and I can't, because I have so many contacts, thousands and thousands of contacts, that I would lose if I did that. So you got a suggestion?
What I would do, if you can download that list, I don't know if AOL has that capability. Yeah. So I would download that list. I would upload it to a mailing boss list. If it's a large list, you might have to clean it first.
Yeah.
But if you upload it, that way you have it. And then what I would do is go to AOL, and then I would forward all of the emails that land in that box to your new professional. And then, so what you could do once you have all of those contacts, you could actually send them all an email and say, hey, I'm discontinuing this email. From this point on, I will have this email address. If you didn't want to do that, you could just forward. I mean, you could do either or both, really. Yeah. But definitely just create that professional, and then go to AOL where your email is at, and then just have those emails forwarded. And then every time you reply, you're going to be replying as your professional email address.
Yeah.
Another suggestion for you is to, and I believe AOL has it, turn on a vacation mode, where instead of I'm on vacation, it's I'm no longer using this address, you know,
that's a good idea.
Give them your new address.
Yeah. Yeah, you could even yeah, that's a really good idea. You could even customize that vacation message to say, this is no longer working. Please contact me at this email.
That's a great suggestion too, Linda. Thank you. Okay. I'm out of questions, or at least I'm done for now.
This brought up one more for me, Bridget. I'm going to let you go. real quick. In response to Ray's question, I have oh my goodness, the real popular email, AWeber. I have a list of contacts. I'm going to guess maybe about 500, but it's a cold list, and it was years ago, maybe about 5, maybe not even that long. But anyway, I'm wondering, should I at least reintroduce myself to people? Maybe it's been on AWeber. I pay a small fee just for them to maintain those contacts monthly. I might want to say maybe about $8, or if that. But now I'm wondering if I should move those over to Mailing Boss at least and start to do something with them. Is that difficult to do? Is it pretty simple?
It's actually really easy. You just download the list, and then you upload it to Mailing Boss. You just create a list and then upload those. Super, super simple. I would say definitely to warm up your list. And I would say anytime you want to warm up a list, pump them with value. I would say like send them like maybe every other day, send them an email with something that is like irresistible. Like even if you just use PLR products and you say, hey, I just found this incredible ebook about such and such that I had to share with you. Click this link. I mean, don't even make it any salesy thing. Just like give them. And that will help you like before you transfer it. So that'll help you see in that week window who opened your emails, and then download just the people who've opened, and then that, those are warm emails that you want, and then upload them to Mailing Boss. Because I used to be with AWeber too before, because when I was first with Builderall, Mailing Boss wasn't that spectacular, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not getting open rates. Really, it was my fault because I didn't have a great reputation for my email. But Mailing Boss is great. I mean, save yourself the money. Use Mailing Boss. Plus the integration, it's so easy and all that stuff. Warm up the list, download the ones that open, upload to Mailing Boss, and get it going.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Idea.
Very helpful.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody else? Ready to start the weekend?
Ready.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me for Friday Q&A. I really appreciate it. It's my favorite day of the week. It's the day that pumps me up for another week. So I love hearing the interaction. I love actually having the answers to your questions. That's super cool. And so remember, we're not going to be in the Facebook group anymore, but I did show you how to, that you can contact me. So you can ask me questions. There's also comments in every video that you can add, and I do check those once a day. So Ray, if you missed that, I know you were having some login issues, definitely go back and I show you exactly where to go if you have questions. So I will see you all on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Go build it with Builderall. Bye.
Bye.
Bridget.
Yeah.